Hello and welcome to our School at Home class in English for Grade 10. We are in the third quarter of our set of lessons, and I hope everybody will delight in learning today with lesson number 10. Using structures of modification. Adverbs. This lesson will help you out in better understanding how to use adverbs as a structure of modification. This lesson's specific objectives are: define adverbs as a structure of modification, identify the kinds of adverbs used in sentences, and use adverbs appropriately. Before we proceed with today's discussion, let us first try to answer the pretest. Choose the appropriate adverb to use in the following sentences. Write the letter of the correct answer before the number. Number 1. Lisa worked on her paintings. A. Creative. B. Creativity. C. Creatively. Number 2. She is busy preparing for her art show blank. A. On Saturday. B. At Saturday. C. In Saturday. Number 3. Her art show will be done blank. A. To a museum. B. Of the museum. C. At the museum. Number 4. As a devoted artist, Lisa blank makes sure that her audience will not regret seeing her art show. A. Never. B. Always. C. Sometimes. Number 5. She blank thinks of ideas that will interest her audience. A. Carelessly. B. Carefully. C. Caressingly. Now let us check if you got the answers correctly. For number 1, the answer is C. Creatively. For number 2, we have A. On Saturday. 3. The answer is C. At the museum. For number 4, we have B. Always. And for number 5, it is B. Carefully. Did you get the answers correctly? If yes, then that's a good start. If not, it's okay. We will still discuss it anyway for you to learn about it more. In learning the English language, one must be aware of the different parts of speech. These are nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, conjunctions, prepositions, and interjections. Learners must see to it that they do not only know the definitions for these 8 parts of speech, they must also know how to use them appropriately. We have already discussed adjectives in the previous lesson. You learned that adjectives, just like the rest of the other parts of speech, are important. Adjectives modify nouns and pronouns. Now, what will you use if you need to modify verbs and adjectives? This is precisely the reason why we must learn to use adverbs. To guide you in better understanding today's lesson, you have to bear in mind that the adverbs, just like the other 7 parts of speech, are very important in learning the English language. So, focus and learn in using the structures of modification, adverbs. To clearly realize the value of adverbs, its definition must be known first. An adverb is a part of speech that is used to change, modify, or qualify several types of words, including an adjective, a verb, a clause, another adverb, or any other type of word or phrase, with the exemption of determiners and adjectives that directly modify nouns. Adverbs provide a description as to how, where, when, in what manner, and to what extent something is done or something happens. Sometimes an adverb is mistaken for an adjective. Aside from their dissimilar functions, their differences can also be explained further through the following example. Look at that creative sculpture. The word creative modifies the word sculpture. The word sculpture is a noun. Therefore, creative is an adjective. Look at that creatively made sculpture. On the second sentence, the word creatively modifies the word made. The word made is a verb. Therefore, creatively is an adverb. Now let's have the kinds of adverbs. First, adverb of manner. This type of adverb explains how an action is carried out. Very often, adverbs of manner are adjectives with ly added to the end, but this is certainly not always the case. Adverbs of manner tell us the way or how to do something. Examples: the teacher writes legibly. The interior decorator designed the room wonderfully. Number 2. Adverb of time. This type of adverb tells when the adverb or the verb happened or will happen. For example, afterwards, every day, and recently are adverbs of time and describe when. Examples: we will create a mural this weekend. Patricia collected stickers for her portfolio last year. Number 3. Adverb of place. This type of adverb answers the question where. We usually find adverbs of place after the main verb. Examples: Pablo posted creative designs at the school stage. An amazing display of colors was highlighted at the festival. 4. Adverb of frequency. This type of adverb expresses how often something takes place. In other words, it explains the intensity of occurrence that an event happens. Adverbs of frequency are usually in this form: subject plus adverb plus the verb. Examples: I usually write poems about nature. The family always makes superb landscape designs. Number 5. Adverb of degree. This type of adverb answers how much or to what extent. They usually modify other verbs, adjectives, or adverbs, making them stronger or weaker. This type of adverbs modifies adjectives, but not the other way around. In other words, adverbs can combine with other adverbs to put more emphasis on the verb. When you use more, most, and least, they can show degree when describing a verb. Examples: he is very good in doing abstract painting. He is absolutely learning landscape painting as well. Let us try to check if you learned adverbs by now. Time for some practice exercise. Which is the most appropriate adverb to use in the following sentences? Identify the type of adverb used. Observe correct grammar in answering the exercise. Number 1. Japan is noted for its blank-made landscape painting. A. Wonderfully, wonderful, wonder. The correct answer for the first sentence is wonderfully. This adverb is an adverb of manner. 2. Cheryl loved all the artworks she bought blank. At the drugstore, at the church, at the gallery. Cheryl's artworks are bought at the gallery, of course. This is an adverb of place. James blank came from a long line of art enthusiasts. Often, absolutely, or least. The correct answer for this sentence is absolutely. This is an adverb of degree. Number 4. The decorator finished his work blank. Tomorrow, last night, next week. For this sentence, the correct answer is last night. The other two choices are not appropriate because the verb is in the past tense. This is an adverb of time. Number 5. The famous dressmaker blank create expensive, stylish gowns. Always, once, twice. The adverb for the last sentence is always. Again, the other two choices will be grammatically incorrect to use. This is an adverb of frequency. Did you get the answers correctly? Then, it's a thumbs up for you. To sum up everything that we have talked about in this lesson, let's do the next activity. Using the letters of the word adverb, write learnings you gained in today's lesson. The first letter is done for you. A is for acts as modifiers of verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. The next activity is fill the shapes with examples of adverbs.
Do you want to know?